Hey everyone. Today we are going to talk about duplicating documents or a document. So the idea will be to have a document or documents and in a collection that we want to duplicate. So in my case, before we start, I actually want to say that I'm running a run mode, not a test mode. And for some reason I tried 3 times to run the test mode and the test mode never ran. I spent like more than 45 minutes waiting for the test modes, the 3 test modes to load, but they didn't load. I am cursed, I think. But back to the duplicating document or documents. So I have one collection here, which is users data. If you are actually following my videos, you probably know that that is from the import actually. And if you actually go to the GitHub repo that I have, you can go to resources and you can download either the JSON or the SVG. SVC doesn't really matter. You can download from here. And then when you download it, I can actually go over here and actually I can delete everything in all documents in my collection. I made a video about that as well, so you can find it in my channel. So if I click this button, if I go here, you can see that all the documents were deleted. And then I can actually import I can actually go over here and import a JSON. So if I go over here, it says success, and the JSON is imported successfully. So I have in my JSON, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 documents, and I actually made a video about that in my channel as well, so you can see the video bunch import from CSV or JSON. But we are not talking about that, so let's go back here and let's go again to duplicate documents. And now if I go to duplicate documents, I should be able to click on duplicate, and if I go over here, you can see that right now the documents are 10 and not 5. So every document were duplicated. So you can see, for example, this 9012. So if I go and see where is the 9012, this over here. So you can see this document is actually absolutely the same as this one. And which one was it? So even the date is the same. So everything is the same. Like it was duplicated. So in my case, I'm actually duplicating all the documents. If I click again this button, it will be 5 documents again. So let me show you. I click again and I have, it's actually 10 more. Okay, so I get 10 more documents. But the idea actually is that if I go over here and let me show you my main page, how I did that. So my main page is N3, is the name of my main page is N3, and this main page have only one button, which is actually navigating to my page, which is duplicating documents. And then if I go to duplicating documents, which is this page over here, I have, first of all, I have an action for the delete all will be a bunch delete. As I said, I already created a video about it. You can actually see also the code over here, and there is a link to the video as well. So this is the video I am talking about. There is not a link over here. Probably I should put a link to it. And then I have the import, and the import is actually it's, let me find it, is this one, and this is actually the original video, and there is a change in the code, so this is the new video with the updated code. And the last one that this video is about is actually uh, the duplicating documents or document. And the whole idea is that I'm actually querying to the scaffold. So if you go to the scaffold, which is the top element, and then go to add, or in my case, edit backend query, I'm querying actually users data, and I'm querying all the documents. So the important part here is that it needs to be a list of documents. Even that if you want to get to duplicate only one document, it still needs to be a list of documents, because this is how the code is working. And then if I go to filter, you can actually filter which list of documents you want. So for example, if you want the identifier to be equal to, and then let's say the identifier I want to be equal to this number, and then put it over here and then save it and confirm it, then right now I will get all the documents with this identifier, and then I will actually when I load a page and click duplicate, it will actually duplicate only the documents that have this identifier. So this is actually how you can duplicate specific documents. And now let's go to the custom code. So if I go to the custom code and go to duplicate documents, this is actually the custom code. Now this is the no safety, and we have two arguments. The first argument is actually the collection name that we have to put, and then we have the document reference. The document reference, in my case, it's user data is the reference of the documents. In the user data, it needs to be list and it needs to be knowable. And then we have no safety check. So this is if I don't provide a collection name, it will be the user's collection, and if the list of the document reference is no, I'll get an empty list. And if I get an empty list, I will actually, the code will return an empty, so nothing will actually happen. Nothing will be duplicated. And then this one will be a query for the documents to be duplicated. So I'm actually querying this where it says this is the actual collection, and then I'm getting all the IDs of the document. This one is actually creating a new document. So for each document that I'm getting over here, I'm actually creating a new instance of the document. And then I'm actually saying batch commit, which is actually committing. So I'm actually inserting all the documents to the collection. So the only thing that you actually need to change, you can actually you have to actually only select the document type or the collection that you want your documents to be duplicated into. So keep in mind the actual collection, you can get it from here, but you can in theory you can actually duplicate it to some other collection. And actually this is done using the query. So you can actually query it from one collection and then duplicate it to another. But the important part, if you actually want to query it from one collection and duplicate it to another, you have to actually have the same field names and the same data type. So keep that in mind as well. And then this is about it. I actually wanted to show you how the filter will work, but just take my word for now, because as I said, I tried like 1 hour it took me to load the test mode, and at the end of the day it didn't load for some reason. But yeah, as I said, you can actually filter it from here, and the most important part is that you use a list of documents. And the code will be available, the link for the code for the that I showed you will be available in the GitHub repo. So make sure you start it and watch it if you want to see more codes. And when I updated the code, I try to update the code to be as simple as possible. And then for the end, actually, the last thing that I want to say is that you can actually go to my calendar page, which is calendar.com Bulgaria_Mitko. And this is my calendar, which will be available in the description as well. And you can actually join my live every Wednesday's sessions. And you can actually join them and you can actually subscribe. And make sure to subscribe for the live session because we only have 5 spots available or 5 seats. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Bye bye.